Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Happy Monday. Thank you guys for joining us. It is Monday, June 6th. It is day 25 for us. Here on YouTube Live, we are Trading Futures Live, where we trade the markets live in front of you guys every day. We show you our winners, we show you our losers. That being said, trading is inherently risky and can result in the loss of capital. So please do not take our trades. We are here for educational purposes only. And let's get right into it today. Let's start with the news. Not really much going on in the news today. Really nothing at all. It's bank holidays in some of Europe, or most of Europe. Not really a big news cycle this week at all. I think the big news comes later on next week.
We have CPI on Friday.
Okay.
Don't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on Friday, and then next week I believe there's Fed announcements on Wednesday. Let's see something about the federal funds rate next week. So even more fireworks the following week, and this week really the major news is going to be on Friday with CPI. So not really much going on in the news today. Let's go ahead and take a look at the market so far overnight. We've got the four major indexes here to the left-hand side. The S&P, well, all of them, they're all above Friday's close. All markets are up right now. The VIX is also above yesterday's or Friday's close, which is a little odd. The VIX has been very mixed over the last few months. Some days and weeks it's following along, and other days and weeks it's not aligned at all. The dollar's been going up since middle of like the or near the beginning of the European session, getting back up to Friday's close. Crude, though it opened up after the close of the actual session, is up a little bit, but mostly around there. And gold is up from Friday's close as well. If we go ahead and take a look at some of the charts, let's go ahead and look at the daily chart on the ES, or the micro ES. Like I said last week, we still never made it back to the 50% retracement line. And we are inside of Friday's candle thus far, though we are bullish and we are up. We do have quite a bit of supply up here. So we'll see how this plays out. I'm not, though everything is bullish right now, I'm not overly bullish myself, just with all of this supply up here. So we're gonna want to stay patient and let the market kind of give us a better idea of what it thinks it wants to do before we get too crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and mark that right there, and I'm going to go ahead and mark the overnight high as well. I'm in Orlando, guys, so my internet is a little not the best. Can you hear me, Franco?
I do. Yeah, no, everything is working fine. Don't worry.
Awesome. Everything except that my mouse just went away.
I'm not very bullish. I'm not biased to the bullish side 100%. I need to see some internals behavior, because we are at basically the open from Friday. We do have some high quality supply. As a matter of fact, I have a 12,741 in NQ. It hasn't been violated, so Only if I have some sort of breakout, I want to take this long. But for now, since this supply is valid still, I don't want to trade this long unless we have a large retracement and I see the internals behaving to the bullish side. But as of now, my mindset is or my my mindset is all right. I'm gonna be patiently waiting for my setup um to evolve, to show up, and then I'll just execute. It's Monday, so we need to kick off the week with the right foot.
Yeah, I did not have a very good week last week. It wasn't a terrible week, but I was down 1.5 R. I did actually only take 2 trades last week, and so I still want to stay patient and find a good trade for me personally to recoup last week. If I take a good trade, I'm going to make 2.5 R, and in one trade recover my losses from last week. So I'm looking for the one good trade. We're looking here at the 1 hour chart, and you'll see that it's just been sideways for the last 4 or 5 hours. And so I'm going to want to be patient before jumping into anything. We've got 13 seconds left till the open. So I have this level marked out, which is the low from the last 4 or 5 hours and the overnight high. And I'm going to be patient while it's in there. We are off. Again, the markets have been bullish in the overnight. All markets. If it breaks out and the internals give me a signal. Hold on. Control F2. All right, if we get a breakout and some kind of retest, I'm going to want to be long. If we get a false breakout though and it comes back down below, I'm going to want to be, I'm going to try and get short. But this is all going to need to be confirmed by the internals for me, guys. So for the moment, we're going to stay patient, let the market figure itself out for the first few minutes, and we'll take a look. I'm going to go to my 25,000 volume chart, which I like to look for zones there. And I don't really have much. It's basically a racetrack straight up in the overnight. And I don't really have anything here for me, really up until it gets to the high from Friday's overnight high.
That's very high.
Yeah, I do have some room to run in both directions. The ATR though, yeah, it could get to this overnight high with the daily ATR. So
yeah, it's 4204 on the ES, and NQ is 12952. For now, we have a false breakout.
Sorry about my screen right now, guys. Laptop hasn't done this in like 2 weeks and must have done an update.
Oh, do you want me to help you out?
No, I got it. Finally, I got it. Thank you. Like I said, guys, I'm in Orlando, working off of my laptop through Franco's laptop. So, don't bear with us this week. I'll be back completely in action next week. Good morning, Ricardo. Good morning, Beto. Anybody looking at anything out there so far? Maybe in another market? No movement yet.
Hmm.
Go ahead and take a look at the internal so far as well.
Still on the
Still on the
positive side,
positive
and the
side, and the
ADQD is very
ADQD is very
positive,
positive,
but it's
but
giving
it's
up a
giving
little
up a
bit.
little
Now
bit.
the
Now
tick
the
chart
tick
hasn't
chart
broken
hasn't
the zero
broken the
line,
zero
at least
line,
on
at
the
least on the
NQ,
NQ,
but it's
but it's
retracing back
retracing
down to
back
like
down to
the
like the neutral
position.
position.
Now the
Now the
ES
ES
is even
is
more
even more
bullish.
bullish.
Um, I do think
I
the
do think the
ES,
ES,
look, the
the
RTY
RTY
is
is
the
the
weakest
weakest
one,
one,
followed by
followed by
the
the
NQ.
NQ.
Then we have
Then we have
the
the
YM, and the
YM,
ES
and
is
the
the one
ES is the one
holding the
holding
most.
the most.
Side we got the tick breaking down. They haven't tested the zero line there yet, but
Now,
I'd like to see the zero line hold if this market's going to go up. So far, nada. A nice big fat nada.
The
the volume is
to
to
a
a
lower
lower
side today.
side today.
Let's see how
Let's
this
see how
goes.
this goes.
Now we do
Now
have a
we do
false
have a false
breakout right there.
breakout right there.
On your NQ, let's see.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's
to the
And it's
upside.
nasty.
it's nasty.
It's
The
nasty.
false
The
breakout
false
is
breakout is
nasty.
nasty.
They trapped
They
a lot
trapped
of
a
people
lot of
breaking
people
that thing
breaking
out
that
to
thing
the
out to
upside.
the upside.
Let's see all of the markets. The NQ is the only one that broke out. While the Russell, yeah, like you said, the Russell is
Is the weakest.
certainly the weakest, followed by the Dow for the moment, although the NQ is is going to make a run at that shortly. All right, getting that breakdown below. Down below, I'd like to see it close. Got 2.5 minutes left on this 5-minute candle. Like Franco said, the volume is quite low. The volume
It is
normally
to the
for my
lower side.
first, yeah, the volume normally for my first 2-minute candle is above like 15,000, and we're barely over 10. So this 2-minute candle closing very bearish, closing below my area that I have marked off, but I do have a nice little rally-based rally there, so we're gonna let this play out for a minute. I definitely want to see where this 5-minute closes.
Now I gotta tell you, we're in June. The summer is starting. The lower is the volume is gonna start, you know,
Yeah.
to shrink a little bit this season, right? Summer is usually a lower volume season. I'm gonna see if I can take this confirmation to the long side. Let me see if I have a risk or reward ratio right here. So I have 2 to 1. I barely have 2 to 1. Not good. All right, so we haven't broken my overnight zone yet. My overnight zone is from 704 to 684 is 20 points. So the volume being lower, I do think these markets can hold where they are at. I mean, usually when the volume is higher is when we have like larger moves, right? That doesn't mean we cannot move, but um
All right, guys, 5-minute candle is about to close in a few seconds. You'll see that it did not close below. That was quite a pullback in the last minute. Quite a pullback there in the last minute. The internals, the ADDs, they are coming down steadily from a very high number, which was expected because everything was bullish. All the ticks on the NQ has pulled back to the 0 line, and the 0 line is so far holding as far as where it's closing. And the ES is pulled back, hasn't quite made it back to the 0 line yet. But we're going to see if it holds. All right, so the tick Q is holding there on the 0. The NYSE tick holding well above, but this is coming steadily down. So we're gonna, for the moment, we are going to stay patient. I don't want to get short and this be a false breakout to the downside.
I do not
I
hear
do
you,
not hear you,
George.
George. Oh, now I hear you.
Yeah. If it is does look like it's going to be a false breakout, I'm going to try and get in long. Whether it gives me a chance to get in long before it breaks that overnight high or after that overnight high is yet to be determined. A tick on the ES got to a pretty substantially high number. Right now, it hit almost 800. So showing strength. We'll see if this ADD turns around.
Turning around.
Yeah.
That was a false breakout to shake up all the breakouts long. Now it's shaking all the breakouts shorts. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were, all 4 indexes were red. Now 3 of them are back to green. The Russell is still obviously the weakest.
Yeah. we need to trust our process if we want to be sure of what we do. We need to trust the process and wait for it to give us like clear signals and then execute. Because right as of right now, it has made like my overnight zone worked perfectly 2 to 1. But I barely had 2 to 1. I don't like that. I want to be more like I have more space for me to. So that is certainly a miss trade right now. Now the tick chart does not look very bullish, right? If it creates a new low, I will be looking for shorts. If it creates new lows, I will be looking for shorts. It hasn't so far.
"17 seconds in this 15-minute candle. Let's take a look at that candle real quick and see how far it went to get to nowhere. All right, guys, new 15-minute, and this one is closing right where it opened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super
sideways. Super sideways.
If you had a zone down here on the false breakout and were able to get into it long, hopefully you've scaled out a little bit at this point when it got near the high. Because again, the market has gone nowhere.
Tick chart made an attempt to break the low. It didn't. It's holding right there.
Yeah, the NYSE
Although
did make a new low.
It did?
It did?
Yeah.
ADQD is going down also.
Yeah, it just made a new low on my chart.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
NYSE tick hit the 0 line finally, and the ADDs continue to come down. So I am now bearish.
Me too.
Everything is aligned to the downside. So I'm gonna figure out a way to get into the short.
Yeah. Me too. Let's see if this thing gives me a pullback right here. Yes. See if this thing gives me a pullback so I can jump into this short. All right. There you go. All right, guys. We have a confirmation that we're short bias so far, right? He came to the supply of Friday, and now he's selling up a little bit, right? If I want to go to my watch list, like I had 95% of my watch list was bullish, with like 75% of them being very volatile, meaning was going up 1% or something or more, right? Right now, as of right now, I have 130 companies that I monitor, and like 40% is now red, and volatile are like 30%. So I start to see some changes in the companies in the stocks. We still have Apple, Google, Amazon. By the way, today was Amazon split. 20 to 1. Amazon right now is $125. there's nothing fundamentally important on the split, but a lot of people see that as a bullish sign. All right, so we're bearish right now. George is bearish. I am bearish too.
I'm
So
getting
I
a
have an order.
pullback on the tick right now, but not on the chart.
I do have an order in 12,728. 12,728.
I get a pullback on this next 2-minute candle, I'm going to be getting in. I'm getting an extreme pullback on the tick.
How extreme is your pullback?
Pretty
It's
extreme,
not much.
above positive 500 for the NYSE. It's most likely my pullback, but I want to see a selling candle before I get into this. I didn't really want to get in on that. On the price action of my last 2-minute candle. And really on the NYSE tick, I kind of want to see where this next candle closes. If it closes above the 0 line or not. Let's go to it here. I got an extreme pullback there, which was likely a pretty good entry considering I want to be short, but I also want to, it was so high that I want to see how it reacts off of this 0 line here. But we are getting some follow through with these last 2 red candles there to the downside. Same on the ADDQ. That tick is holding. See if this maybe wants to pull back a little bit further. See what the 5-minute looks like. We did get a close below on the last 5-minute. I put this line properly where it needs to go.
All
All right, the 7-minute is closed. And now we're having the retracement. I have an order submitted at 12,728. 12,728. I think the tick chart is pretty weak. Well, holding above 0 line. See how this goes.
All right, so that's Franco has an order at that line there.
Yeah, you can show my screen.
Give me 1 second. So you'll see, all right, I wanted to see where this last bar closed and really how it reacted off of the 0. So it held and it actually closed pretty high. So see if this chart wants to pull back a little bit more before I get into it.
It looks like I'm gonna get filled.
Tick chart. Tick chart is pretty extreme. The ADQD is holding right there. It's not showing any more strength. I mean, this does not look bad. My risk is barely half R because I'm like 0.55 R because I have limited my risk to $452 and I'm risking 242. So my 1 R is $442. Let's see how this goes. So I'm risking half R in this trade. See if I can get a field here. Hey George, good morning. We have Jorge Gutierrez in the chat. All right, so we have not a new high on the tick, right? It came so close to my field. It was 724. My order is 728 3/4. Although the 3-minute pattern does not look very bearish. If I get a feel right now, let's see how this goes. And it's 3 more minutes for the 7-minute to close. So, all right. Yeah, 45 seconds for this candle to close. Oh my God, it came so close. Now, look at this. I'm gonna have a new 3 minutes. And the 7-minute will be old, so I don't want to get filled when the 7-minute is old. All right, I'm canceling this order. The tick chart is going to the lower side. I don't want to be filled when the tick chart is below 0. I want to get filled when it's at an extreme high. Why is that? Let me cancel this order first. I want to see exhaustion in the price price action. So how do I see exhaustion? All right, prices going up and tick chart showing extreme, right? Why is that? Because the tick chart is a chart that does not maintain momentum in an extreme. It usually spends more time around 0 or some sort of like close number to 0, right? And when it's at extreme is when you have your signal to execute your trades, right? So it came close to my zone, like I'm saying 4 points, right? I did have the order there. Now I don't see the tick chart following through with it. Let's wait for the next 7-minute is gonna open up in 10 seconds. You want to come back to your charts, George? You're not in the picture either. Why? Why was that? Uh, I uh, I canceled my order. I didn't see any follow through on the tick chart. It was
It was behaving
good
good by the time I had the
not
order, not
anymore,
anymore,
right?
right?
Now I
Now I
canceled the
canceled the
order.
order. I
I
did
did not
not
take
take
this
this
trade.
trade.
I'm
I'm
just
just
staying put,
staying
waiting
put,
for the
waiting for the
setup to
setup to
show up,
show up.
right? And look,
And look,
there will be
there will
days
be
like
days
this
like
one
this
where
one where
you have a
you have a
setup,
setup,
it's ready to
it's ready to
go,
go,
but you
but
have
you
to
have to
change your
change
mind,
your
right?
mind, right?
And
And
that's
that's
one trade that
one
you need
trait
to
that you need to
develop,
develop, being
to
able
change
to
your
change your
mind
mind
um,
um,
when
when things
things are
are
changing
changing
in
in
the
the
market.
market.
New 10-minute, or sorry, new hourly, new 30-minute.
So are you
So are
on
you
10
on
already?
a.m.
already?
I can transition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
there you go.
there you go.
All right, that's a strong push to the upside. And so far we've been patient, and we're going to see breakout to the upside, pullback. We're going to try and get long. The ADDs seem to be coming back up. The ticks are making extreme pushes to the upside, especially the NYS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
NYSE tick above 1,000. Again, the last 30 minutes since the open hadn't really gone anywhere. It broke out in both directions on the NQ, so it faked out long, faked short. The ES didn't fake out to the long side, but it did break that range that I had marked out to the low side, but didn't even close below anywhere on the 5-minute chart. So we're gonna wait, be patient. Like I said when we first came on, I'm just looking for that one good trade. I'm on vacation this week. I'm not trying to stress myself out for any unnecessary reason.
This is tough because we
Because
moved
we move
down
on
Friday
Friday
during
during
RTH regular
RTH
trading
regular
hours.
trading hours.
Now
Now
we're making
we're
it
making
back
it
up
back up
overnight,
overnight,
meaning on
meaning
lower
on
volume,
lower volume,
right?
right?
All right.
All right.
All right, we got a minute 30 left in this 5-minute. Again, I want to see where it closes. If we go ahead and look at the tick chart and the advanced decline again, I do like that the tick has been sitting above the zero line. When it broke down below, it had held above here and broke down below. We were looking to get short. We were patient. It pulled all the way back here. And I said I wanted to see once it got back up here how it reacted off the zero line, and that has been holding very nicely. and now trending back to the upside. So I'm back to bullish. I want to see where the 5-minute closes. The ADD, I want to see it continue to push up, maybe break some of these levels here. Same with the NQ. See the ADD continue to go up and the 0 line continue to hold. Seconds left. This closes up above here. I'm going to be waiting for some kind of potentially a micro pullback, really any kind of pullback, a retest, and some nice price action to get in long. And hopefully it does give me some kind of pullback so that I'm not chasing this thing the rest of the morning.
40 seconds for the 7-minute close. I do have.
I'd like to get in as close to this overnight high level as possible. So we're getting a nice pullback on the NYSE tick right now. We are getting a pullback, or sorry, on the NQ tick. We are getting some kind of pullback on the ES tick right now, but not to any sort of extreme, not even close to the 0, which is just showing extreme bullishness. Like to see it. I'm going to end up chasing this. I need to change my position size. I'm going to take a smaller position size, and I'm getting in this, guys. Wanted to see a better pullback.
Order filled.
Didn't get it. Didn't get it. I am in this long. If we do get the pullback, and it stops me out, I did take a smaller position size. So I'm going to make an attempt. Well, I took a smaller position size, so I'm going to have a little bit more room.
Wow, cryptos are. I mean, Bitcoin is up 6.5%, 3150.
And everyone woke up buying.
Yep. I do have an area at
12,771. 256. I'm gonna take this confirmation. I want it to come back and get inside the zone so I can trade it long. I don't want to see the tick chart going below 0 aggressive. I just want to see it like hovering around 0.
Yeah, we're getting that pullback now. Let's see how far it goes. I can do. Okay, with the smaller position size that I took, I can increase my stop size to risk the same amount that I was going to with the 8 contracts. And I can move it down to 52.50. A little bit more breathing room. And let this trade work itself out. If we look at the internals again, we want to make sure that the 0 line holds on the tick. We do not want to see it making extreme new lows down here on the NYSE tick. Same goes for the NQ if you're looking to get into the NQ long. And we want to see the advanced decline continue to go up. Break some of these levels here and make new highs. So that's what we're looking for.
We have a new 5 minutes. And it's holding. Two more minutes in this 7 minutes. So, I probably will have to wait for the 7 minutes to give me the entry. A good thing about us is that we don't rush into trades, like we just wait patiently. We came so close to the entry here. Ice 12771. I wanted to go deep inside my zone. And wow. I guess the 0 line on the NQ is holding up on the tick. One more minute for the 7. 3-minute close, very bullish. The 5 minute is showing very bullish also.
For those of you watching us on YouTube, note that your YouTube may lag a few minutes, so you may want to speed up the playback speed to 1.25 so that it keeps pace with it. I've had to keep like fast forwarding mine so that it's within a few seconds. You're always going to have a little bit of a lag, usually anywhere from 2 to 3 seconds. But if you have more than 5 seconds of lag, drag the slider forward and maybe speed it up to 1.25 playback speed, so that way you can have the most up-to-date info.
Yeah, sometimes it lags, right? I had like 25-second lag.
Yeah. All right, guys.
It came from my.
I'm gonna sit here and wait patiently. I don't like that there's no follow through. The tick is holding above the zero. I don't really like that the advanced decline started to just go sideways right there. I'd like to see it continue to push up on both charts. So we'll see how this zero line holds up on the tick chart for now. Like I said before, we also don't want to see it break down to make an extreme low. That could just be a fake out before it decides to break out and go long. But the main reason that I don't want to see an extreme low is that could be the pullback to stop me out before it takes off. So I didn't get the best entry. It didn't give me much of a pullback when it broke the 5-minute high that closed above my level there. So I had to get in on the breakout. I was trying to wait for it to pull back to around the overnight high there at 41.60. But it didn't do it, so we got to wait it out.
It's inside my area. I'm gonna put the order.
There you go.
There you go. I have an order right there at 771.
It's
Not breaking any lows on the tick chart yet. Now it's breaking my whole area. That's a good thing about confirmation trades, right? I ended up not taking this one either. So we have to be very, very careful here. Market is erratic. It's not giving clear signals to one direction. Like is for me, it's giving like sometimes it is showing a lot of weakness. Sometimes it's showing strength.
So
I need to be cautious here.
So we got that extreme push down. Actually made a new low on the NYSE tick. Came close to the low on the NQ, on the Q. Let's see if that was the pullback. Let's see if that was the pullback. So for me personally, a little learning experience from this trade here is I need to be a little bit better at realizing that this isn't the type of breakout at the open after a very bullish morning, that at the open it just breaks a new high and I need to find a way in. I need to realize that this is the kind of market that's still trying to figure itself out. And so even though it broke out and it was showing lots of bullishness, that this wasn't the type of market that's necessarily just going to be bullish and run away the rest of the morning and afternoon. That this is the type of market that at the very least is going to give a pullback to get a better entry before it goes long. So it's giving me the entry where I would have wanted to get in originally that I didn't have the best execution on. Didn't get the best entry in, so need to realize that this is the type of trade that I should have I should have been more patient and waited for the pullback.
Thirty
30
seconds
seconds for the
7 minute
7 minute to close.
and
And we are
almost
almost
closing
closing
the
the
5
5
minutes.
minutes. So
Yeah.
I might take this long in the next 7 minutes.
All right.
All right.
New 5 minute. Basically risking the entire 15-minute candle. We'll see how that holds up.
There you go.
There you go. I have my order. If it comes back up, I'll be in this thing.
Where is it?
I use
770
770 3/4.
You're in?
I'm in it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm in it. It doesn't look very good though, but it's just how far that I'm risking. Today is not a clear day.
Now we're getting rollover back to the downside on the ADDs on the advanced declines. And a couple of candle closes on the NYSE tick below the zero line. Still mostly holding above, but pretty mixed. Morning so far.
And I do want to be very aggressive protecting this trade, so let's see how this goes. We just have the 3 minute about to close in 30 seconds. Yeah, the 7 minute does not want to keep up, like it's showing a lot of sideways movement there. Yeah. If I'm positive in this one and I don't break the high, I just wanna like get out of this trade aggressively. because I don't see any strength.
I can always jump back in. Yeah. It's a lot of sideways movement right there.
Yeah, we're making new highs on the dollar.
Yeah. I'm gonna be stopped out from this trade. It's how far? I'm still in it, but it doesn't look good. Like, it's fine. It's very sideways. Like, it's very, very sideways.
Yeah, we're back in the value area.
Yeah.
Broke out and it's closed back in on the last two 5-minute candles. 4 minutes left in this 30-minute.
It's getting volatile right now. Doesn't want to go through this area. All right. You know what, guys? This is a trade that does not make me very comfortable. Although I do have my risk set up. The price pattern, the price action right now is all right. It's giving me 1-to-1. So I'm gonna, even though I know the higher probability is me being stopped out break even, I'm moving my stop break even because it's getting very volatile. I am 1-to-1 right now. It's gonna be hard for me to break this high. I see the tick chart very not even making a new high, and the price action it's not either. So I am right now 1.5-to-1. This trade is something like a 3-to-1 or something. Yeah, it's 2.8. Let's see if we can break this high. It's not gonna be easy though. It's not gonna be easy for the price to go and break the high.
Minute 30 in this 30-minute.
Whatever happens in this trade that I'm at, long at 12,771.50, I'm not gonna lose any money because my stop is a break even. Price moved close to 2-to-1. I'm holding it. I'm holding it, but I don't think it's gonna end up working because I do have some mixed signal in the dollar. The tick chart is not making new highs.
when the tick chart does not make new highs, I don't like too much the long. Like it was good when I entered the trade, but right now it's not making new highs. I needed to push up for me to feel like either way. Like I have my plan. Moved 1 to 1, break even, right? If it works, fine. If it doesn't, I just don't lose any money, right? I'm not gonna start moving my stop or closing the trade. And that is one thing that I do encourage people to do, to have a plan and then try to execute the more unbiasedly possible. I know it's hard because we're human beings and we do feel emotions, right? But but right now per contract I'm making $400. It's hard for me to not to run with the money, but it is what it is. If I want to get $900 per contract, I need to hold this thing longer.
Wow, bonds, 10-year bond is shooting up. The yield.
Oh, really?
3.009.
Oh,
yield.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that thing. Look at that retracement, bro. Oh my god.
New 30.
Oh my goodness.
New 30.
Look at that retracement.
I hate the volatility of new 30-minute candles.
That's nasty. Oh my god. Yeah, that's not good for my trade. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna be stepped up break even.
Getting some. The VIX is on the rise. The dollar is pushing up. Crude are doing. Gold is down. Gold is
If the dollar's pushing, if dollar's pushing up,
down some. The dollar pushing up. Let's see, the tick on the ticks just gave a push down, but the zero line held for those first 2 minutes there. So we got pushes down. The zero line did hold. We'll see if this breaks to the upside. Or comes back down.
I want
to see a tick chart giving me extreme high,
so I can
be more confident in my trade.
Which you don't need,
by the way.
The
chart is set,
and the best
thing to do is just to walk away from the chart, because the more you see it, the more you experience emotions, right, George?
Yeah. Yeah, you took the trade, you calculated the risk when you got into the trade.
One of the hardest thing that I've had to do is just accepting the risk. I was risking $280 in this trade, or 290, whatever. But accepting that the money is already, in a sense, taken out of my account, that's the mindset that you want to have as a trader. It's like if you go to the casino and you put the chip in the table, that chip is out. Right, your money is out of your pocket. So that's the mindset that the majority of traders do not have. And I'll tell you, my personal experience is that has been very hard for me to do that, right? But if you think about it, that's the way it works. Like you already accept the risk, it's gone. That money is gone from your pocket, out of your pocket, right? That's the best way to see this. All right. No follow through here. No follow through. What's your target, by the way, George? You have a bunch of targets.
Yeah, 41.7750 is my T1. It's my 1-to-1. I don't know why my P&L isn't showing up. Let's try this again.
Obviously, we have a lot of selling, at least in NQ, happening in that point. I can feel the price action and the tick chart. There's a lot of selling happening right there. But we have buyers fighting. So we'll see how this goes. And it takes time, guys. It takes a lot of time. When this is happening, it takes a lot of time for the trade to evolve and to follow through. So I'm in this long 12.77 I'm up like 20 points, but I have my stop break even. Worst case scenario, I don't lose any money in this trade. Best case scenario, I hit 3-to-1. My experience with trading is that when you are making money in a trade, it's even harder for you to hold the trade. Like when you're not making money, and you're losing money, it's even like easier for you to keep the trade because you're saying, oh no, I'm not gonna close this until it's making money. But when it's making money, you want to grab the money right now, right? So that's an instinct that we have. But you gotta hold tight and just wait till the money comes, right? And it's painful. It is because you want to close and record the winning trade. That's the worst part because you don't do it for the money per se. You do it for your ego, to feed your ego and say, all right, I won. It's hilarious. This psychology in trading is really hilarious. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful because it's so dynamic that you get to learn a lot of things about yourself and the market. Do you want to close the live, George? You gotta go, or you're gonna stay?
I do need to go pretty soon.
All right.
Trying to get an update right now.
If you want to show my before we close the live, if you want to show my screen. So we have it in the live.
Oh no, we're good. We're good. I don't need to go.
Oh, you don't need to go?
We're good. I'm gonna hold off at least until 11.
Oh, okay. Hmm. 3 minute is ugly, brother. 3 minute is not beautiful. It's showing a lot of volatility. Come on. All right. So I'm tempted here to close this 2-to-1 because we have no follow through. I'm getting some mixed signals from the tick chart is at the extreme, right? The EDQD is basically not moving. Yeah. Now I'm like more like 1.5 to 1. I was 2-to-1. My target is 8.15, 3-to-1. There's no follow through. I think it's gonna come down. I think the chances to come down are very high. This is tough, guys. After being 2-to-1, being basically at break even is very, very hard to digest. But it is what it is. If you want to hit if you want to grab big money, you have to learn how to hold your trades and basically work on that. Yeah, I'm out break even. This is painful. I'm out of break even. I even thought of closing at 2-to-1. Here's the deal. And it's a good learning experience because when you don't have follow through, you need to act. That's my personal experience, at least with this trade. Look at that. I got taken out, break even. Now it's back up a little bit. But there's a lot of mixed signals. You don't have a clear direction. Now the tick chart is showing an extreme low.
New 15-minute. New 15-minute. If we go to the 15-minute chart, it's a pretty garbage candle inside of the previous candle, which was inside of the previous candle. So we've been sideways since 10 a.m. And I'm going to let this play out, though. We did get an extreme tick low on that last 2-minute, but it didn't actually give us an extreme low here. Didn't give us an extreme low here, even though it did on the tick chart. So that's my only
concern.
Sign of strength. Well, that's the only sign of strength, is that the tick low didn't actually show up on the chart, on the actual price of the chart. So, but certainly the tick chart's trending down. Lower highs, lower lows. The ADD really is just sideways, not making a new low either, but I'm going to let this play out for the next 15 minutes. I'm going to say if at 11 o'clock we're still in this range, I'm probably just going to close the trade.
And we might get some follow through in the afternoon, whatever. Like a lot of selling is happening right there.
Wow. The bond yield is just screaming up right now. Bonds are
wow. Yeah. But we're not up to the 3.25% yet, right?
No, we're at 3.021 right now.
Yeah. Wow. That means that real estate market is gonna be tough for the next months.
I mean, that thing just went straight up last week and shows no sign of stopping right now. Alright guys, we are sideways, inside of sideways, inside of sideways. With no news, no big news until Friday. So, you can expect possibly a few more days this week that the move may be in the overnight. Not much in the afternoon. The trade today was this little rally-based rally right here. This little bull bear zone right there that held. came down at the open, retested the area again. Let's see, it's at least the tick, the NYSE tick, breaking the high of the last 30 minutes at least. I'd like to see it push up a bit higher and break the 750 level. And Q didn't go anywhere though. The NQ tick is just chilling. Now for the most part, it has been holding above the 0 line. But that, in my experience, will only last for so long without the chart going up.
That's what I'm saying. I don't see any follow through.
Yeah.
But we
might get it now that I got stopped out. Break even. Just the way it works. The market teases you. This is very important for you to know. The market put tests on you at all times, and I could lose my cool when this happened to me in the past, and I'm still working on it. Like, I cannot hide it. Like, I don't feel satisfied or fulfilled when this happens to me. It's just my nature. Just wanted the market to do whatever I wanted to do. Right? Whatever I want it to do, which is very wrong. So what I need to work more in is just accept whatever the market is doing. I took a good trade. I took a good trade. It was 2-to-1. I won it 3-to-1. So if I won it 3-to-1, I needed to just held my trade longer and be aware that retracement will happen. Not can happen, will happen. And rarely you have your trade working out without a pullback, right?
Well, guys, this is a test of patience, obviously. It is a good lesson. Right? You're not going to have a good day every day. You're not going to have a good week every week. We, 2 and 3 weeks ago, we had a couple of very good weeks. Last week, pretty much flat weeks for both of us. Franco was up a couple of R. I was down a couple of R last week. Right? And not much movement today. We both trade a little bit different. I trade momentum, and we have none. Franco trades tradable reactions and zones, and there hasn't been enough movement today for that either. So again, just a good lesson that not every day is the same. Not every day is going to be a good day. Not every day is going to be a bad day either. So need to just stay patient, work your process, come up with a trade plan, and follow that trade plan. We're getting a huge push to the downside on the tick.
Wow.
Look at this.
Look at this. Still not getting to my. Still not getting to my target.
Huge push to the downside.
If you guys have any questions, just don't hesitate to type in the chat. I do have the chat here. Roberto, Jorge, and Rich. They were interacting earlier. Type in your questions so we can challenge ourselves too. If something we don't know, we go and try to do our research to get the answer or the correct answer.
Who is trapped in this other than me? That's the question I would like answered. In this chop from the last hour, there's all kinds of people trapped. There's buyers and sellers trapped in here.
Today is a tough day for my trading style because there's no creation of new zones, there's no movement. There are some type of trading styles that can profit out of this and more like scalping. But yeah, mine is certainly not the one to be trading today.
Let's see, guys, we're going to have 2 minutes left in this hourly candle. Now, let's say you're not in this. What should you be looking at? Let's take a look at that. Let's say you're not in this. Me personally, if I was not in this, I'd obviously, I would have this zone marked out, or this chop. I'm going to call it the chop. I would have this chop marked out and we'll... Oh, come on. Really? Jesus. sec, guys. But I am in another city, and the lag on my mouse is pretty annoying. So, I would have that range marked out, and really quite simply, if it breaks out above, I'd be potentially looking for a long. If it breaks out below, I'd be looking to take it down. Same thing I'm always doing, right? Waiting for a pullback. To try and take it long. If it breaks down to the downside, waiting for some kind of pullback with confirmation from the internals to try and take it short. And so now, very obviously, on a day like today with no follow through, patience is going to be key. I would be more open to the bullishness, just considering the higher time frame stuff. All right, if we go look at a 30-minute candle, let's say, low, higher low, right? So looking to make higher highs. And if that's on the 30-minute, and if we look at, let's go to, let's say, a 4-hour, right? We've got, although this is a lower high, so we're kind of in a mixed area right now. So really not much to look at. You there, Franco?
Yep.
All right, I think I'm going to call it a morning. I'm going to hold on to this trade personally a little bit longer. See if maybe this next 30 minutes gives me something. And if not, you can catch us back here tomorrow, 9:20 every morning. We are trading futures live. Again, we show you our winners and our losers. We don't sugarcoat anything. You guys can see I've been in this trade. Show it to you live. Show you my entries, my exits, even though we're not out of anything. And normally when I turn off the YouTube is when this thing finally starts to move. So if anything, I'll update you guys later on today in the daily recap. So look out for that. And with that, I'm going to say see you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, 9:20. Thank you for being here.
Have a good one.